Welcome to the setup guide for Wedibox. Let's start with answering what is Wedibox. Wedibox is a photo sharing platform for weddings using QR codes. There's no app and no registration required for guests. Let's take a look at Wedibox in action. So a guest would open up their camera on their phone, scan the QR code, and then navigate to your personalized wedding page. On this page, guests will be able to upload unlimited photos, videos, written messages, and even voice message for a personal touch. To get started, we need to create an account. So let's start by opening our browser and type wedibox.com in the search bar. After landing on our website, click on the Start Free Trial on top. We will have two options for registering. We can either create an account manually by filling out the name, email, and password field, or we can locate the register with Google button on the bottom of the screen. For this video, we will register using Google. After registering, we will be navigated to the Wedibox's dashboard, which will allow us to set up our first event. Our next step is to create an event. So click on the Create New Event on the main dashboard screen. You'll notice that you're presented with three options: setting up for someone else in case you're gifting the service, setting up a future event, and setting up a past event. For this video, we'll choose the second option. Now we're prompted with some basic details for the event, like the name and the date. You can also add a cover photo, which is optional, and this photo will be used for your event page. After filling out the basic details, we will proceed by clicking Skip Setup Guide. This will create our event and navigate us to our event detail screen, which brings us to the third step, Explore Features. Straight away, you'll see two buttons, Customize, which we'll explore later, and Change Cover Photo. If we scroll down, we'll see more options, the first option being Set Activation, which will also be covered on the Customize screen. And our next button is Download QR Code, which is the QR code you will share with guests. My event URL is a direct link you can share with guests as well to access your event page. Next, the event details will allow you to edit the name and date, as well as choose a different date format than our default. Under the event settings, you can find configurations like making your album private by hiding the upload from your guests, setting a password to upload, and even changing the language of your event page. If we continue to scroll, you will see the guestbook section. This is where you will access the content uploaded to your page. By clicking View Gallery, we will be able to see the photos and videos guests have uploaded, but as you can see, there are no uploads currently. If you ever want to delete an upload, you can also do this on this screen. Next, let's explore the Actions section. We'll cover each one starting with the Upload to Album. As a host, you are able to upload through the portal using this button as an alternative. Next, create an album. This is a nice feature for allowing your guests to upload to a predefined album. For example, we can create a reception album that guests can upload during reception hour. Another album can be something like the cocktail hour. Our next feature is adding a co-organizer. This is where you can invite another person to make changes to the event, typically done when setting up for a loved one or buying as a gift. Now let's create a printable QR code design we can actually use to print. So we can navigate through the designs using these buttons on the bottom, and when we find something we like, let's click on Select. You'll see that the previews have these placeholder values, and that will be swapped out with what we fill in to these text boxes. After filling out, click on Generate Preview, and we'll have two options. We could download our assets so that we could print at home, or approve and order through Wedibox. So another design option that we actually provide as well are table signs, which are 5x7 and are much better for capturing a wider audience instead of individually. So here we'll generate that, and Just to show you, we could select the quantity if we choose to order through Wedibox. Here's another way of changing languages. Next, we could set up our voicemail. This allows you to add a custom voicemail welcome message. For example, you could say something like, "Thank you so much for coming, please leave us a message." The request zip folder action is how you would be able to download all your content with one click. If we continue to scroll, we can see the onboard guide that we skipped earlier. Lastly, we have our setup guide, which are just frequently asked questions answered. Next, we'll customize our page by clicking on that button from earlier. This will take us to the customize screen, and from the screen we could do a couple of things. We can change the font, so we have a list of font that you could choose from. Sometimes, depending on your cover photo orientation, different page design will work better, so let's change that. And you'll notice that underneath you have the ability to also change the colors of the page. Now we're going to cover uploading to your event page. Let's explore uploading to our event page by scrolling down. So we have 3 upload options: upload media for photos and videos, written messages, and a button for voice messages. So let's click on that upload media button and then select our files. I'll choose a couple of photos here and then click on add. Remember those albums we created? This is where guests will be able to choose the album they want to upload to. Let's click on next. Guests will have the ability to add a caption to their photos and change the album choice for each specific photo if they would like. Finally, we'll be asked to confirm our uploads with a preview of our captions. We'll click upload and wait for our content to be uploaded. Let's close this pop-up and go back to our event page. Now if we scroll down, we will see those photos we uploaded. You'll have a choice to like your favorite photos and then filter. Also, if you'd like to display a live slideshow during your event of the content uploaded, you can do so as well. This will refresh automatically. Our next step would be to activate our event. Let's click on that next button on the upper right. Each Wedibox package comes with a 3-month uploading period, which starts on the activation date, which is prompted to select here. So if your event is not until a couple of months, it's okay. You will simply select the date you would like those 3 months to start. Activating in advance allows you to start printing your QR code as soon as today without worrying about your Wedibox expiring too soon. I'll fill out this checkout form to finish activating my event. Now that our event is activated, we get rid of that trial message. Instead, we now see a message telling us when guests are allowed to start uploading. If we scroll down, we'll be able to revisit that event timeline. And that's pretty much it, which brings us to our last step, printing and displaying our QR code. So again, guests will simply scan the QR code and navigate to your event page and upload all those candid moments of your special day. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at support@wedibox.com and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.